Pecha de peligro, no more. Our next guest will talk about how Filipinos can now collect some of their earnings even before payday. Paywatch Philippines President Rowell Del Fierro joins us live to talk about earned wage access. Rowell, hi. Welcome to Market Edge.
Good morning, Mimi, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. So just very quickly, why don't you walk us through how this works? We know it's supposed to address short-term liquidity problems for underserved people. How will this work?
Correct. Paywatch is a leading Asian earned wage access, or EWA as we call it, service provider that enables progressive employers basically the ability to enable their employees to draw a portion of their earned salaries anytime and on a real-time basis instead of the usual 2 payday cycles in each month. So employees are able to access the product or the services quite conveniently as it is delivered through the Paywatch app. So there are no changes required from the companies in terms of their cash flow. Their payroll accounts will remain the same, and their current payroll provider will not make any changes as well. Likewise, there will be no changes from the employees that will be required except to download the Paywatch app. So they will receive their EWA, as we call it, withdrawals directly to their current payroll accounts already. So, yeah.
Rowell, is Paywatch direct to consumer or is it employer backed?
So it is a B2B to C service. So we contract with the employers, and EWA becomes an enhancement of their current employee benefits. So it is really, Paywatch EWA is a debt-free financial access tool that employers can provide to their employees. So let me just clarify. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to clarify that EWA is not a loan. It is not also a salary advance. It is in fact an access to money that the employee has already earned. And then through Paywatch, the employers are just making it more accessible to their employees.
Okay, what is the relationship between this app and the bank account where the salaries go to? Will this mean that Paywatch will now be holding the salaries of employees and will be disbursing the money for when the employees need them? How will that work?
Absolutely. So absolutely not, but a great question nonetheless. So what the app really does is provide the instruction. It allows the employee to give an instruction that they are drawing from their salary, their earned salary. So what happens, we don't hold the money. It's just an instruction that they want to draw the money, their earned salary, and the earned salary is actually directly credited to their current payroll account. So the money does not pass through Paywatch at all.
Yeah, because we did hear, for those who are watching the space, we know about that company who's supposed to disburse salaries now in trouble. But good to know. And how will you make money from this? You don't charge interest rates. It's not a loan. Do you charge fees?
Correct. So great question. So the fee to the employee is nominal at only 25 pesos. That's it. So you're right. There's no interest at all. It's 25 pesos per transaction. But employers are charged a subscription fee for each active employee that is in the program. So that's where we actually make our revenue.
All right. And you've already introduced this. What's the reception like? I mean, how big is the universe of Paywatch Philippines with EWA? And how big do you plan to take this for next year, for example? Do you have targets?
Correct. So we've just really launched recently in September, and we are very, very pleased that the reception of the companies that we've started with has been really quite hot. So it has actually the solution went viral in the companies where we launched this. So even the employees themselves are nominating those their colleagues to actually download the app when the service went live. So in the Philippines, there are 47 million employees in the Philippines, so the market's quite big. In the next year, we're hoping to hit a milestone of at least 100,000 users or employees. And I think that will be an easy target for us to reach.
Yeah, all right. And what about the concern of some that a lot of fintech companies also offer this EWA, earned wage access. And at least in the US and other markets, we've seen this big debate about creating a financial sinkhole. You know, people, it becomes a sinkhole. You know, they keep they're not able to save anymore, because they keep drawing money as they come in, as quickly as they come in. What are your thoughts on that?
In fact, the mission of Paywatch is on the contrary. We're helping the companies give their employees an option so that they don't actually have to borrow money and they don't get into a debt trap. So we are designing EWA as the first pocket for the employees to access instead of borrowing money in the short term to get through the next payday. And the employers actually put controls or have the ability to put controls in terms of how much of their earned wages they can access. And this typically would be, you know, up to 30 to 50% of their base pay. Would be the limit that they could access through our service.
All right. Sounds good, especially that Christmas is just around the corner. Everyone's looking to draw on that earned wage as they go do their holiday shopping. Rowell, thank you so much for joining us and for sharing with us, you know, this amazing initiative and feature that Paywatch is bringing. Thank you, and see you soon.
See you soon, Mimi. Thank you again.
All right.